Thank you, Tim, but I'm really not liking the sound of that at all because I like my shopping trips, especially to Target. But something I do like is the fact that we here in West Texas are becoming clear of the winter precipitation that we've been seeing since this morning. Now, you see here in South Central Texas, they're actually under a winter weather advisory until 6 a.m. on Friday. You see that now Austin and San Antonio is getting that wintry mix, even a little bit of snow up here, even some rain down here in San Antonio and further to its east. We are now getting out of the clear. You see a little bit of white here moving across some of these southern counties, Sutton and Kimball counties, but that's really could be some snow that's not quite reaching the ground. We are, for the most part, done with precipitation for the day, and now just have to look forward to the night and the rest of the week. So, our current temperatures, like I showed you earlier, we're in the 30s. We're starting to cool down. The big country is facing those northern winds, so they're getting cooler a little bit faster. You see many places are already in the 20s, 29 degrees in Abilene, Baird, Anson, and Roby, 25 up there in Snyder. Meanwhile, here in the Concho Valley, still a little bit warmer, 34 degrees in San Angelo. We see Menard, Junction, El Dorado, and Sonora all at that freezing line, 32 degrees, and we are going to be continuing to decrease in temperatures as we get through the night. But I told you about winds in a second, and I'm happy to report to you that the winds are finally going to be calming down. You see around 8 p.m., that's when we have that last wind gust at about 16 miles per hour, and as we get into the night, winds are going to be a lot calmer, so our lows tonight are not going to be as affected by wind chill, but they're still going to be pretty cold overall. You see we're in the teens throughout the entire region. Highest I'm seeing is 19 degrees right here in Mason as well as in Colorado City. It's going to be another cold night, and even though there's no wind chill, still definitely do everything you can to bundle up, crank your heat in the house, have your blankets, and the whole 9 yards like that. So when you're headed out the door tomorrow, what can you expect? Well, definitely not snow because there was no accumulation whatsoever. You'll see some frigid temperatures in the morning, 15 degrees still when you're waking up. We'll get up to 29 by 10 a.m. You see we've got a much larger range of temperatures here. We'll get up to highs in the upper 40s tomorrow. So it'll be a much warmer day, although not exactly warm, quote unquote, but it'll be a bit more comfortable than we saw today, to say the least. Now, with temperatures over these next couple of days, we've got a slight increase we've got going on as we get into the weekend. Just showed you we'll hit 48 on Friday, but then we'll hit the 50s for Saturday and Sunday. That'll even increase as we get into Monday as well, but we may not see pretty skies the entire time. We'll have some cloudy skies as we get into the weekend, but once we hit Monday, there's a low pressure system that's tracking in that could bring us a little bit of precip, but just rain, and even a cold front going into Tuesday. So that's why you see the slight temperature drop as we start out next week. Looking at Abilene, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. That low pressure system isn't really expected to bring too much precip whatsoever. And next week is going to look a lot like this week in terms of temperatures.